Hello, people. As you can see, Secret Sister back on the podcast, All Purpose. I hope everyone's doing very well from the last chat that we had. And as you know, if you are a regular listener, we just chop it up. And when I say we, me, yeah, I will have any subject that is running across my mind and I'm going to share it with you guys and see how I do. But like I say, every time I do my podcast, I like to say thank you to all the people that have supported me, that press the like, share, and just leave their little comments, whether they're good or bad, it doesn't really matter. But it's a comment, and I always put my number out there just in case anybody wants to forward anything verbally or by text or WhatsApp. And the number is 073 771 47557. So today is just something that I'm relaying and a little few new things about, there's a lot of people passing away that I've known of, and these are some of the people that I've grown up with. And one of them, very special friend of mine, Battersea people. Everybody's from Battersea. Anyone know SW8, Beaufoy Pub, you know, good days in the 80s. Everyone used to rock and roll there. David Rodigan, Thursdays and Friday at the Beaufoy Pub was heavy. Thursday night was better than Friday night, put it that way. And yeah, we've got some people from Battersea that have, you know, been put to rest. And right now in Battersea, it's a little bit of mourning. People are lost in, on one road. If anybody knows Queenstown Road, you know, it's not a famous road, but today and this week it has become famous because my good friend who has passed away, her name is Marlene Anderson. So if you got TikTok, anyone, you can go on TikTok or YouTube and there is a video of Marlene Anderson of Queenstown Road, who is amazing, which I never knew because I was a young girl and, she was my neighbor, and I used to be in her house every day, every hour, and she was a mother to me than my own mum. Yeah, she didn't have as much as me, but whatever that lady had, she shared it with me. Yeah, could talk to her, the good, the bad, the ugly, and she would tell you, your secret sister, and all right, you have to do this, you have to do that, respect your parents. But she had a good life, a full life. She's got stories, I'm telling you. She lived on the wrong side of life a lot of the times. But when she settled down and wanted to be a home carer, she has a son. She has, two sons actually that I've known of, and she has two daughters. And things and family, as you know, sometimes don't work out too well. But let me tell you something from what I know, I don't know her full life because she is a big woman for me. But what I know of her, she was very kind to me and is very, very missed from Battersea, Queenstown Road. I'm seeing a lot of love on TikTok, WhatsApp groups. It's really weird. People have to disappear before you hear all of these things about them. But one of the things, a video is going around that I received this morning. I mean, Marley lived on Queenstown Road and she had a very big bush for years outside her house. I didn't know what it was, and it was so big she wouldn't even get sunlight through her front window, but she would never ever ask for it to be cut down. And maybe she did tell me what it was, but I don't remember. But now there is a video, yeah, like I said, of Marlene Anderson. She is famous. Now she's gone, believe it or not, because they are reporting right outside her house, outside the tree, and what they're saying, she has been growing this grapefruit tree for many a years and decades. Apparently, she went to Grenada in the 80s and she brought back part of her grapefruit leaf. She grew that grapefruit leaf, and now anybody that wants to go to Queenstown Road, number 60, I forgot what number it is. I'll get what number. I think it's 67, Queenstown Road. I mean, this is reported now, so It's not that I'm giving out her address. It's got a plaque. I can't believe Marlene Anderson has got a plaque. Yeah, that is how higher ranking my girl is. Yeah, and they are petitioning for them not to cut the tree down. Yeah, because the tree, anyone by the house, they might cut it down. But apparently, the only way you're going to see a grapefruit tree here in this country, London, is if you go to Kew Gardens. So she is the only person. So they've got the reporter outside, and they've got another lady who owns a restaurant. And the lady, she come, I couldn't believe it. For years I've been living next door to this lady, know this woman. And when you look up, there is grapefruits. They actually picked one, peeled it on camera. If anybody wants to see it, go and type her name in. Marlene Anderson. Yeah? And it's all over TikTok. I can't believe it. I'm so proud to know this woman. Do you understand? Because, like I said, people are going to have good and bad to say about anyone and how they knew them. But for me, yeah, she was the kindest woman that I know, sympathetic, but then she will tell you if you're wrong. Yeah, even if she loves you, she ever say, yo, that the move there weren't cutting it. So they're celebrating Marlene right now and her grapefruit tree, which is amazing. And yes, the funeral is on the 4th of this month, 4th of August, which is Monday coming. Today is the 1st of August. And there will be two funerals on that same day. Another friend of mine, Maureen, she lives at the other end of Queenstown Road. Unfortunately, Maureen's mum, Gloria, has passed away. And these people are good people, man, but they lived a good life. Gloria was born on the 20th of March, 19. No, that's not her. Yeah, that can't be right. I think I've got the wrong date here. I don't want to read that date out because that doesn't look right, that date there, what I've got there. But she passed on the 7th of July, 2025, and her funeral, once again, will be on the 4th. And two funerals, one road, and Marlene and Maureen are very good friends. They were neighbors, go to each other's house, talk for years. So there's heavy hearts right now, people. You know, I know every day a funeral goes on, and anyone that has a loss, my heart goes out to you and condolence to anybody else that has lost anyone, anyone that's sick right now. You know, listen, people, even I had a scare the other day. I had to call that, well, my son called the ambulance for me because, I had some pains, and, I thought I could get through. But my son, he come in my room and he said, Mummy weren't doing too well, and he juked the tree one. Forget 999. We never call the 999. 111 is the number, people, because those people, they can get the ambulance to your house way quicker. When you call 999, you've got to go through, hello, what services would you like? Fire brigade, ambulance. Mm-mm-mm. I am losing my will to live. I need an ambulance now. And that's what 111. Start using 111, people. They're so sympathetic on the phone and they can get to you very quickly because they are the ones with the headquarters to get the ambulance to you even quicker. So if you're in any problems, 111 is the number, what I would say. And like I say, anybody going through anything right now, two funerals, one day in Battersea, two great people, Gloria and Marlene Anderson, you know, good people, lived a good life, and they had good family, around them, and that's going to send them off on the 4th of August. So I know that I will be there supporting, because I know that's my old stomping ground. I used to live in the middle between Marlene, and then you got Maureen at the end, and I was bang in the middle. So yeah, these people, I have to support them. You know what I mean? I don't really like funerals nowadays because it just leaves you in a bad place. And I think sometimes when you go to a funeral, you're not even thinking about the person that's deceased. You're thinking about other people. It just can put you in a somber mood. But I'm not going to make that stop me, people. But I'm going to move on because I haven't got long today. It's school holidays. My baby, he's gone to summer camp. I've got a few hours, and I thought, you know what, let me just RIP my people. And now this video is going around of Marlene and her grapefruit tree and how amazing she is. All of these words of people. You might know someone, but you don't know everything about them. So if you know someone and you only know the bad part, there has to be a good part somewhere. It's just that you don't know it. So don't just always think that you just know somebody because you've known them for years. Some of us coming like 50p coin. You can't know every edge. You understand? And I always tell people your left hand should know what your right hand do. So take that in mind, people. Anyway, excuse me because I'm still on medication. People, I've already put this out there already. Yeah? Me love my black man them, I love them. I love them. Me have two soldier I grow. Again, I am asking what is happening to our black men. I'm very upset about this one here, yeah, because I like the actor, but I don't know the man. Now, stories going around about Michael Ward. If you don't know who Michael Ward is the gentleman that is in Top Boy, and he is an amazing actor as far as I'm concerned. I've never seen him in anything else, but for me, he was quite likable and he's quite good looking to look at. So, oh, what a shame, what a shame, what a shame. Another one of my black soldiers that is in higher ranking has been charged with essay and grape. Now, you see, all of these things, it hurt me because these people have got BAFTAs. They've worked hard to get to where they're at. And just these accusations alone, he is only 27 and he's achieved so much. And just, well, they say it's 2 counts of grape and 3 counts of essay. Yeah? Listen, I'm not happy, yeah? Because you've got Noel Clark and you've got Philly, who's in Australia. I know. When I hear walk on with the brother. Yeah, as far as I know, it's like when these things come up in the media, they're up there for a certain time, and then when the fizz go out, you don't really see much of it. Anyway, you have to physically go and look. So I've been looking about even the young Philly team. The guy's meant to. I would like to know what's going on with the case. All I know that he's still out there in Australia. I mean, these local reporters, they will put their little thing on there, but what's going on? Have they been charged? We already know that their career's gone. Noel Clark, yeah, they even got the man from. I mean, this can't even be a colour thing. I should just say what's happening with men. You got the two men from MasterChef. You have the Raw corresponding. Now, from your Jimmy Savile and all of what I've spoken about family, that have all these secrets, having baby, uncle, I play with niece. I mean, yo, we are done out here, fam. Done. This is scary moments for a man. And it doesn't look like what race you are. You could have mixed, you could have pure, you could have jet black. You're up in the firing line, up in the. I don't even know what I'm going with woman. Because these are serious charges, even for the normal Joe blocks on the street. You, as a man, there's so much crime in the world. When it comes to children and woman, yeah, it's a no no. It's a no no. Yeah, you don't really want any charges on your head for anything, really. But as a man, there's certain things that can just struck you off. There's some things you can live with, and some things are just. Mm-mm. And once your face and that title line up, it's peak. You understand what I'm saying? You've got Afro Rose, Vincent Rat, all of these men from back in the day in South London, all around London, have been doing essaying and graping, and it's just now. And some of them is all old, and this guy is only 27. And I do like him. I don't know him, but really and truly, when you kind of like people, you like them for what you see in it, whether they're an artist, they're a singer. them an actor. You know what I mean? We see them for that. We really don't know when to take off that mask. Wagwan at home. But like I say, this is I was dying to, it says that the woman, she is being, they cuddling her. She's getting a lot of support, and this happened from when this happened from. This happened from January. I'm shocked. Shocked. Hold on, let me have a drink. Hold on. I'm shocked and I'm vexed. I'm shocked and I'm vexed because it tarnishes a lot of black men, not just him. Everybody's up. Like I said, I've got two beautiful soldiers growing, and I don't want people to think, that's what any man is capable of anything, and any woman's capable of anything. But when you see people achieving good things, you think, oh, you can give yourself hope. You understand? To think, oh, well, a guy from just round the way can go into acting. You don't want to always hear them in crime and all of these other negative things that you hear about guys doing. I would love to hear some very, I mean, you do hear the positive, but whoa, yo, how many things can be given and be taken away? Wiley, your thing get tekweto. It's peak. It's really not nice. I want to hear some really good positive things about my black man them because I know that there's good ones out there. Yeah, that don't keep up no foolishness. But boy, it looks like no matter how good you are, somebody could see you and you want to call it jealousy, red eye, whatever it is. Sometimes when you're at the top, someone's ready to bring you back down again. And this guy here, like I said, I don't know if he's going to get jail time because well, the court case is at Thames Magistrates, and that be taking place on the end of the 28th of August. So today is the first. So in 27 days, he will be standing in front of a judge, and I just put prayer on Michael Ward and any other black gentleman or man or woman that is in any charge of raping, essaying. I wouldn't want that the charge on myself or my kids or anyone I know. I think anything else, you can talk yourself out of it. Do you understand what I'm saying? But when it comes to kids and anything that is, with fornication or sex or anything, and your name is twist up in it and it never. Mm-mm. We are going to follow this story, and I mean, it's going to come out because this story is very big, people. Because when you go on Twitter, I don't know if now, but the day that it came out, I went on Twitter. What do you call it? X now, isn't it? I went on there, Instagram. All the comments are turned off. The only place you could see something is TikTok, and sometimes it's AI. They mix up the story and whatever. Loads of people have asked me, "Do you think he done it?" I don't care. I don't care. We have to hear both sides of the story to tell you the honest to God truth because anyone can say anyone doing anything, and sometimes these girls, because you say no to them as a man, them say, yeah, I'm gonna ruin you. Yeah? And some girls ain't got nothing to lose, fam. Nothing. They ain't got the career that you got. They haven't got the demands that you've got. And they would just, because they can't have what they want, they can make something bigger than really what it is. Do you understand? And as a woman, you are gonna get the sympathy vote. And that's where I think sometimes you have to split justice because sometimes these guys are innocent, but those accusations are heavy, very heavy. So all I've got to do is just follow the story, which I think everybody should, just out of support. And don't judge, we can't judge until we hear the full 100. So, because the court case is very soon, it's going to come out in the media fully because it's just drips and drabs. And, they're not naming the girl, we don't know nothing. Yeah? So, let's see how this goes. But I'm gonna put prayer on my people that have lost their loved ones, Marlene Anderson and my friend Maureen, all from Battersea Queenstown Road. Good people. But people, we're gonna sign out. And once again, thank you to all the people that's been supporting me. Press that like and share, and we'll be back for more discussions and maybe on a happier note. I think I'm going to put some footage on my all purpose. I'm going to get some footage. I've been a little bit slack. I think I need to boost it up a little bit and put some local footage up on there. But thank you for supporting. Press the like and the notification button, people. Love you. Peace out.